Something is happening with the original Final Fantasy VII. Over on Steam, the 2013 edition is being delisted. I guess we could even give it a remake type subtitle in Final Fantasy VII Replaced, because in today's video we're going to talk all about it and see what this all means. So with that all being said, what is up guys, Jen here, hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you being here. If you like the content you're seeing, please consider hitting the like button. It helps out more than you know. And if you want to stick around for some more Final Fantasy content, you are already in the right place. Just hit that subscribe button. So this is something I definitely did not have on my bingo card as we are going towards the 29th anniversary of Final Fantasy VII, but we got an update, a tweet and a notification over on Steam regarding the 2013 edition on Steam is getting re-released and it's simply being called Final Fantasy VII. And we're all wondering what on earth this means. Now, before you type in the comments and tell me the obvious, we will get to the obvious, but it definitely opens up a door of speculation, and it's a very interesting timing when it comes to the 29th anniversary of the game. But this is what that update actually said. We will be releasing a new version of Final Fantasy VII on Steam. Following the launch of this new version, the current version will be renamed Final Fantasy VII Replaced, aka the 2013 edition. They then go on to talk about the availability of the versions. So essentially, when the new version launches, the 2013 edition will no longer be available to purchase on the Steam store. Now that is an issue for quite a few folks. Currently, we'll go into that in just a second, but existing owners will have access to the 2013 edition forever in their library, and the new version will be listed on the Steam store as Final Fantasy VII. Now here's some information for the existing owners of the 2013 edition. All players that already own it will be getting free access to the new version at no additional cost, and that both versions will be accessible in the owner's Steam library once the new version has released. There's also a note on save data information, so your save data will not be compatible. The two versions will not work, so the 2013 edition works with the 2013 edition. The new versions work with the new versions. And that's all they've really said, which is pretty funny because when they put out the tweets and the notifications, it was stated that they had information on the re-release. This is not really telling us anything in what we're actually getting. Now, the comment that most people would have dropped before they got to this part of the video was, hey, it's probably just to bring it up to par with the PS4, the Switch versions that they did with the toggles on the boosters, and it will remove the use of the launcher because the version currently on Steam of Final Fantasy VII is based on a release that they did through the Square Enix store, I believe, or a single launcher that you could buy off the Square Enix store back in the day. This was before they even brought it to Steam, and it's just that version where you can access the cheats manually in a launcher as opposed to doing them on the fly. And I personally think that's probably what it's going to be, though it's a very odd choicing that they've decided to do this so long after the fact, which has me a little bit puzzled. And of course, the internet is a little bit on fire when it comes to this because they think they're going to rewrite the lines to be more in tune with remake. They're going to do things that erase the OG in some kind of sense. I personally think that's nonsense, but I guess there's maybe a small reason to be feeling like that because we really do not know anything, because all they've really said is that we're going to get a newer, smoother gameplay experience, and that could mean absolutely anything. Now, I already own the 2013 edition, so I'm interested to see what this new edition is. If anything, it's a new excuse to play through the game again and get a new achievement list. Whether they'll just be the same that are on PlayStation, or there might be a completely new list, we really don't know. We can speculate, and it's always fun to speculate until the facts come out. And if you have any speculation on why you think this is happening, let me know in the comment section down below. But you would have noticed throughout this video that I am showing footage of a modded version of Final Fantasy VII, and this is what has got a few people panicking, because it means when we get this new version of Final Fantasy VII that all these mods that you see may not work with the new version. And there might be a lot of people out there that don't own Final Fantasy VII on Steam and will arrive to the party a little bit too late and want to have this modded experience with Final Fantasy VII just to find out that that version does not exist on any stores anymore. which means they are missing out on modding opportunities. And I think we can all agree, anyone that has played the mods, that these are fantastic mods, from the graphics to the gameplay mods to the whole Echo S voiced mod, so you can play through Final Fantasy VII OG completely voiced. That's every character, including every single NPC that you come across. There's also the new threat mod, which is a crazy mod, what I would consider a new gameplay experience. And there's also other mods like the Shinra Archaeology cut as well, where you'll get accurate translations and a few changes that were from the original Final Fantasy VII that got cut in its final release. So a lot of people are panicking. I don't think anyone that has it should panic because you already have it, but I do feel for those that might be late to the party. Now, whether the mods can be easily transferred to the new version, it remains to see until that executable gets released, and then the modders will dive in like crazy to see what they can do with it. Hopefully it's not a situation that's similar to the way that the versions of Final Fantasy VIII are, because if you look at Final Fantasy VIII and Final Fantasy VIII Remastered, when it comes to the mods, they are mods that can't simply be dragged and dropped into any version that you want. It can be quite complex, where there's different ways to tackle the modding, and I really think that the original Final Fantasy VIII version is the easier one to mod and get the best out of, and I think that might actually remain for this version of Final Fantasy VII. Now, do I want to end this video with any wild speculation on why I think this might be happening? I don't know. Maybe it's something that they've had in the pipeline for quite a while and they thought, you know what, the 29th anniversary, let's just re-release it with the bells and whistles that the PS4 and Switch versions have. Or they might have those versions and be adding even more features to them. We really don't know. And it's really odd that they have not gone into detail, but it is convenient in its timing, as at the time of recording this video, tomorrow will be the day that Final Fantasy VII will be celebrating 29 years. So we'll be getting this updated version tomorrow on a Saturday. We will see. But yeah, let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below, because this is a out of nowhere situation. It could be great, it could be bad, it could break the mods, it could make the mods, it could make things easier, it could make things harder. How are you feeling about the actual 2013 edition just being delisted completely? For those that haven't purchased yet, do you already own Final Fantasy VII on Steam? So many questions. Let me know, and let's see if we can come to some kind of conclusion, which I think we can all agree it is just going to be a couple of bells and whistles that were included in that PS4 version. So I appreciate your time, thank you for watching, and until next time, I'll catch you on the flip side.